Kia ora, gang. This is one of the interviews we're doing for our lovely collaboration between Te Korokoro and Radio 1. This is our first of hopefully many live to ears. I'm Zac Hoffman from Radio 1, and I'm joined by...
Imogen from Purple Dog.
Very, very, very exciting indeed. Now, Imogen, tell us about yourself. How has 2025 treated Purple Dog? I mean, you guys played O Week, you played Hyde last week. How are things going?
Honestly, it's been so fun. We've been gigging a lot. We played at Dropkicks, which is the new venue in town.
Mm-hmm. You the first people to play there?
We were the first band night. Which was
exciting.
sick. Yeah, really cool. Always up for more venues in Dunedin. We have played a couple of pint nights, which is always fun. And having a good time. Lots of new music on the horizon.
Awesome. We love that. Now, the name Purple Dog, I imagine a lot of people have asked you the story. I want to make a guess. I'm guessing that you were scrolling through social media and you came across one of those posts where it's like your birth month is X and the first letter of your name is X. And is that how the name came about?
Close.
Nah. You go. Swing and a miss.
It was just our old drummer Bryce was like, "What about Purple Dog?" And we were all just like,
"Why not?"
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how it came about.
Well, I think it's memorable. I think the music you make is memorable because Cricket Enthusiast, of course, came out in February. Was on our top 11 in February. Top 1, in fact. Is anyone in the band a cricket enthusiast?
No.
That's a shame. It's a real shame. It's quite misleading.
Are you?
No, I'm not either. But I do want to know about that song. When I listened to it for the first time, my mind immediately went back to the 2000s and I thought of Malcolm in the Middle. The theme song for that by They Might Be Giants. You're Not the Boss of Me. Was that an inspiration for that song?
It actually wasn't. I feel bad for shutting you down, but
no, let's swing into this, baby. Two strikes.
It really just. I feel like when I did write that song at the time, it just came from. I was writing a lot, and I was drawing upon the sounds I was hearing through the gigs I was going to, and other bands I was hearing play in Dunedin, our mates, our friends. And it came about pretty naturally. Got hooked on that chord progression, and that's how it all began.
Have you heard that theme song from the Malcolm in the Middle TV show? You have to listen to it. I think there's an uncanniness between that and Cricket Enthusiast. But I want to touch on, before we mentioned how 2025 has gone, but of course you've opened for El Hotel, Park Road, you've done 2 O Weeks, Hyde Street, looking back on 2 years ago when the band was formed, 3 years ago? You were 5 students in a music paper class. How does it feel to go from that to this?
It feels surreal. It feels like we couldn't have imagined how far we have gone. And when we did form the band, it was like part of it was in preparation for Hot Sauce Club's Next in Line competition. So we were just like, let's do this competition, see how it goes. And then, from there, because we'd already been practicing so much from jamming, just evolved into this group, and it just meshed well. Everyone meshed well together, and the kind of sounds that was coming out of our band, we're like, this is kind of good. And
okay, Jack, this is kind of
like this, and just keep going. And what I think was really awesome is from the beginning we're all kind of had the same attitude of this is fun, let's see how far we can go, and let's just keep trying new things.
Now, your band has arrived at an interesting point in time. We're in the 2020s. Social media rules our lives, and I imagine that social media is a big part of maintaining listeners on digital platforms. But I want to know if you have any major tips or tricks for any people looking to start a band, and I guess how to get out there, how to get listeners.
Good question.
How to get gigs.
I think the first gig is the hardest, in that if you've never done a gig before, it's so unfamiliar and you're like, what's going on? But just get a group of people together. You don't even have to be that close, but you'll become close. And as long as you are all like, yeah, we like making the same kind of sound. Work on that. Try get an original sound going from the beginning. I would say try play as many gigs as you can, like really random ones, and then the more you gig, the more confident you get and the more people start to like notice you. And then alongside, parallel with that, social media is part of the game, I guess. So just try to stay consistent with saying hey on the internet.
Yeah.
And
get all those brain rot terms down pat.
Yeah. I'm not on TikTok, so sometimes I don't always get it, but Charlotte does. Charlotte does.
The translator.
Yeah, I couldn't be on TikTok. It's like too addictive to me.
It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. So in other words, band cohesion, practice makes perfect, and just be yourself.
And be yourself.
As all you can be, in the words of Chris Cornell. Thank you for coming on and chatting with me before this live to air. Very exciting. Very exciting. Thank you.
Thank you.